Let's take a look at race number 9 at Woodbine on Saturday. It is the Grade 1 Woodbine Mile. It's on turf with a purse of $1 million. Let's take a look at the field. 10-1, Stanley House. What he did last time out. Ran a career race going gate to wire, winning by 4. That was impressive. How will he follow up a career best? Now before that race, well, he lost 10 straight races. But he had been taking on graded stakes company for the most part. And last time out, it was an ungraded stakes race. He doesn't race on turf much, but he's been successful on turf. 3 tries on turf, has a win, second place finish. From post position number 1, you would think he'll be forward again, part of the pace. Getting 10-1 on the 1 horse, Stanley House. Notable speech at 8-5 is the dynamic trio, Appleby, Godolphin, and William Buick. He was a multiple Group 1 winner last year. Then in the Breeders' Cup Mile, he finished nice third, just behind 3/4 of a length. In his 4-year-old debut, off a layoff of several months, against Group 1 company, a 4th place finish. Next time out, Ascot and Queen Anne, once again Group 1 company, another 4th place finish. And at Newmarket, finished 5th, but it was against Group 1 companies. He's been keeping some quality competition. Thing is, he's been having trouble finding his winning form. Well, last time out, once again Group 1 company, he was caught behind horses. And he was able to get a little bit of daylight. Boy, did he take advantage of that. He was flying down the stretch. Just lost by a head. Maybe he's back in form now. The team of Appleby, Buick, and Godolphin, they've won this race twice in the last 3 years. 8-5 on the 2 horse notable speech. I will use notable speech on my tickets. At 5-2, One Stripe. He's done well in South Africa. Man, look at all the wins that he has. Out of 9 races, 6 wins. He's a multiple Group 1 winner. Impressive. He's run some impressive races. Now, last time out, well, he struggled, finishing 6th. How will he do outside of South Africa? He's been off for more than 6 months, but he had to quarantine. Grand Motion, well, he does well with South African horses. John Velasquez, well, he's won this race 5 times. I will use One Stripe on my tickets. Huntmaster at 20-1. He's taking a big step up in class. But he does like the track. He's done well at the racetrack. He was just claimed last time out, losing by a nose. I believe he's also cross-entered into another race. But if he stays, he could be part of the pace. Getting 20-1 on the 4 horse. Huntmaster. Wyoming Bill at 15-1 with Frankie Dettori. Finished 2nd, King Edward last time out. Got a fast pace, and well, he closed well. Only losing by 3/4 of a length. Out of 11 races, he's only got 2 wins. Blinkers are coming back on. Trainer does well when blinkers come back on, but this horse with blinkers on is only 1 for 8. Char getting 15-1 on the 5 horse, Wyoming Bill. My Boy Prince at 10-1. Trained by Mark Cassie, written by Joel Rosario. Cassie has won this race 3 times. Let's look at what he's done this year. Won a stakes race at 6 furlongs and then finished second. Grade 1 Jaipur, 5.5 furlongs, and then a close second place finish in Grade 2. At this racetrack at 6 furlongs. And he stretched him back out to 1 mile. Set the pace. Had the lead all to himself, but he did have deterministic breathing down his neck a little bit. And maybe that got to him. Finished 4th, behind by 2. Now he's 0 for 5 at this distance, but as a 3-year-old, he had no problems at all getting long distances. He won at 1 mile and an 8. He was competitive at 1 mile and a quarter. Getting 10-1 on the 6-horse My Boy Prince, he will be forwardly placed. And most likely your pace setter. Keep an eye out on this horse. Because if the 1 horse, let's say the 1 horse doesn't break well, the 1 horse doesn't want the lead, this horse gets the lead all to himself. Joel Rosario on the lead. It's a very dangerous jockey. I like Joel Rosario when he's setting the pace. When this horse becomes the lone pace setter, getting 10-1 on him, I will use My Boy Prince on my tickets. 20-1, it's Naptown. It's got good form. Won his last 2 races. That was against Allowance Company. He's taking a big step up in class here. Getting 20-1 on the 7-horse. Naptown. Win for the Money. 8-1. Trained by Mark Cassie. Written by Patrick Husbands. Well, he won this race last year. Winning by 1.5 lengths. And he struggled in the Breeders' Cup Mile. After that, finished 3rd in a Grade 2. And the Pegasus World Cup Invitational, struggled in that one, finishing 7th. And Kelso, that was a solid race, quality competition, finished 3rd. And then the 4-star Dave at 22-1, he outran his odds and finished 3rd in that race. Only 1 horse has won this race in back-to-back years, and that was Wise Dan. Win for the Money, he's trying to become the 2nd horse to do that. Can he do it? Getting 8-1 on the 8-horse, Win for the Money. I will use him on my tickets. Gas Me Up at 5-1, written by Flavian Pratt. He's coming into this race in good form. With back-to-back wins. Problem with this horse as well, you got to keep him healthy. Back in October 2022, he finished 4th, Grade 3, Santa Anita, and then he was off for about 20 months. But came back off of that long layoff. Won an allowance race at this racetrack. That's impressive. Then he was off again for about a year. Finished 5th. But in his 2nd start, won by 3 3/4. Then won the King Edward. They can keep this horse healthy and keep him on the track. How good can he be? He loves this racetrack. He has no problem with this distance. Getting 5-1 on the 9-horse. Gas Me Up. So these are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Notable Speech, Win for the Money, My Boy Prince, and One Stripe. Horse I'm going to pick to win. I'm telling you, I'm going to look out for any possible scratches. I mean, if Hunt Master scratches, that takes away from the pace, and you may not have much pace in this race. And if you don't have much pace, My Boy Prince could be dangerous in this one. But I'll keep an eye out on My Boy Prince, especially at 10-1. The horse I'm going to pick to win, I'm going to go with Godolphin, Appleby, and William Buick. I'm going with Notable Speech. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.